Hi everyone. Today we have fellow astronaut Brian Sorensen. So Brian, how long do you work for NASA?
I've worked for NASA about 16 years now.
Okay. So why did NASA stop receiving funding from the government?
The U.S. government stopped funding NASA about 11 years ago in 2004.
Why is this?
The reason for this being was actually our last rover mission we sent out, which was July 7th in 2003 to Mars. It went a bit over budget. It went over about $17 million, and the overall cost of this was $2.5 billion for this rover mission. Now, I know that may seem like a bit much over budget, but it's kind of expected for whenever we throw out a proposal. Since there's still so much we don't know about space, and there's so many technical errors that can go wrong whenever we send something into space. So the initial proposal for our budget is not set in stone. So we've always expected to go somewhat over for money wise whenever we throw out a proposal.
Okay. Does NASA still send out rovers and astronauts into space?
Oh yes, of course we do. We are actually currently using the Russian space program. It's very difficult though to use the Russian space program. For those reasons, it costs about $63 million per person we send up into space, and that is around the same price as it costs to send a rover into space. Also, it adds 3 months onto SOLS, and SOLS are missions in which we use in space, so as you can see, it adds a lot of time onto our missions.
Okay. Do you think the government should restart the NASA program, and if so, why?
Oh yes, of course, we should definitely restart the NASA program. The NASA space program. Reasons for that is we were wasting a lot of time, and one of the big sayings we have in NASA is time is money, and that is very accurate. Every moment we spend working on something or planning something or doing research on something is used, so wasting 3 months is a lot of money wasted in NASA. We are already losing a lot of money with $63 million being spent just to send one person or a rover into space, so we're still losing money right there. Also, one thing that just came up that could be very beneficial to anyone would be the new law that just got passed by Congress called the Finders Keepers Law. What this law indicates is basically anything that anyone claims or gets in space can be they're yours. So basically they legalized mining in space. And that could be very beneficial because we could use many resources from space and it could help out anyone on Earth a lot.
Okay. How did the shutdown affect you on a personal level?
Personally, it didn't affect me too much. I somewhat recently just went on a mission to the International Space Station. Of course, it went about 3 months over the initial SOLS and what it usually would take if we were to do it here in America. And so that was 3 months I had to spend away from my family and just out of the state, so that was somewhat hard on me. But besides that, it's not too bad because I also do research for NASA in the engineering program, so I was able to keep my job so I could keep doing research. But it wasn't the same case for many other people. There's about 4,600 people that lost their jobs due to the fact of the space shuttle program being shut down.
Many believe that there's so much money being spent on the NASA space program. Is there any benefit with restarting it, funding it, and just exploring space in general?
Yeah, there are many, many benefits. One of the biggest benefits we use is actually all the research we gather from space. When we go out and explore other planets, we learn a lot about those other planets, and it teaches us a lot about our planet, such as global warming. Just from learning other planets, we've learned many ways from space research how we can help our planet and help save our planet. Other things we've used is satellites. Satellites are a big thing. Without satellites now, our day and age probably couldn't exist. So we need to send astronauts up there to fix them, to reprogram, to replace parts. So that would be very beneficial if we were open the space program. And the last one, which is, I believe, a very big reason, is naturally humans are explorers. We've always been explorers since Christopher Columbus found America, to all those things way back when. And space is the final frontier. So as human beings, naturally, we want to go out and explore that. And to defy Americans, their space program is to defy them as being human.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian Sports, for having us. And have a nice night, viewers.